It's showtime, freaks! Ah!
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by Garage Door Commander. Fueled by a hell of a lot of PBR. And produced by TJ Michaels Creative. Narrated by Jamie Dennis. Graphics by Sven. Dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2023, all rights reserved.
Seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You ever notice how men are portrayed in movies and TV shows? Tired of seeing men portrayed as dopey Homer Simpson clones? Tired of the attack on men? Tired of the woke labeling everything as toxic agenda? Tired of the wussification of the American male? Well, then you're in the right place. Look, we love and respect women around here, but the truth is, we're wired differently than the female species. And if there can be a place where the chicks can get together on TV every day, like that awful program The View, we figured there should be a place where guys can be guys, and we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So get ready. This is a celebration of man. Because after all, who built the Empire State Building? Who built a rocket and landed on the moon? Who created the very computer algorithm that allows you to find this show?
That was created by Ada Lovelace, a woman.
Okay, great. Credit where it's due. But I think we can all agree the algorithm sucks. Who created the automobile? The Egyptian pyramids? Who stormed the beaches of Normandy? We don't talk about feelings here. We will question the validity of your man card. We're not politically correct, and we'll stand up and fight back against a culture that's determined to transform us into a bunch of neutered pansies. This is your weekly dose of toxic masculinity, a show created by men for men. This is the Alpha Men Podcast. And now, two men who don't own a pair of skinny jeans between them, TJ Michaels and John Stacy.
What is up, you sick, twisted freaks? Welcome to the Alpha Men Podcast, episode 13. Lucky 13 tonight.
Wow.
Been away for a while. We
It's
were
been
off
nice.
last week. Yeah.
From you, listen to your voice.
Back back this week. Do us a favor, like and subscribe what you're viewing right now. Click the notification bell. It helps us grow the show. And listen, we have a great show for you tonight. My name is TJ Michaels. I come to you from Barrie, Vermont, the granite capital of the world. My partner, a man who, if he had brain surgery, they'd only charge him half price. John Stacy from Trinity, North Carolina, joins us tonight as well. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. You, bud?
It's been a day. It's been a day. I got to tell you, the open to the show has that clip of the beef cooking on the grill.
Yep.
And I never eat before the show because I'm always working all damn day long. And every week I watch that and I go, man, I'm hungry. Just like right before we go live. But nonetheless, we have a sponsor. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I was talking to a good buddy of mine, Mr. Sellers, and he has a great platform on Facebook that does card breaks, sells cards and everything else. It's called Ohana Sports Cards.
All right. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook.
Yep.
Make
He's
sure
got a
you check
shop
him
in
out.
South Carolina and Ruby, South Carolina as well. So
Very, very cool.
so
Very
thanks,
cool.
Sellers.
Thank you for the support as we get things going. As we said, like, subscribe, share, Click the notification bell. Do all of that stuff. It is the number one way you can help us grow this show. The other way is you can buy a piece of merch. We don't get paid to do this. We do it really for free. But you know what? There are a lot of expenses involved in bringing the show each week. So we would love for you to go to alphamenpodcast.com. While you're there, check out the merch store. There's hoodies and sweatshirts, T-shirts and koozies and all kinds of crap. Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, I don't mean crap. It's good stuff. There's just a huge variety of it. That's why I call it crap. But
stuff.
Anyway.
There's
Lots of stuff. Lots of swag. Okay,
swag. There you go.
Lots of swag. Listen, we do have a great show for you. I am refreshed and recharged. Did a cruise.
Good.
With my girls, and my middle daughter got engaged.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk more about that coming up, but it's hard for dad, just saying. Did a couple of days at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure down in Orlando, and had a great time. Fantastic time. In fact, it was too short. And
How was that flume ride you said? You mentioned that.
Oh, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls.
That's what it was.
It shouldn't be called a flume ride. It's really a submarine, because by the end of the ride, the whole boat is underwater. I mean, you get on those things and you expect, I'm going to get wet.
Yeah,
dude, we were soaked. I mean, like my knees were underwater.
But it must help with the humidity in Florida. It must help a little bit for a little bit.
Yeah, no, and honestly, we did the new roller coaster at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, Velocicoaster. And look, I'm not a wuss. All right? I love coasters. I love big coasters. I love coasters that go upside down. I love coasters that have inversions. I've been on some of the biggest coasters in the world. I love it. Dude, Velocicoaster is legit. Okay, I think we have gotten to a point where Universal has figured out the limitations of what it can do, what it can put the human body through. Because honestly, when I went to get off that coaster, I couldn't even speak. So my mind was so blown.
God, you should ride that every day.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for that. Let's get started. Man of the Week time on the Alpha Men Podcast, episode 13.
Before that, I have to mention something real quick. I'll make you sigh a little bit.
Oh, boy.
It's my wife's.
This is about the Cowboys, is it?
No, it's me and my wife's 9-year anniversary tomorrow. So I figured I'd give her a little shout out and say I love you. And we'll have a day tomorrow together. That's for you, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
And now on to the Men of the Week.
A lot of people don't know that before John and Emily got together that, Emily and I were lovers.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I stood up and said in the middle of his wedding reception. The whole crowd was like, what?
I think I heard a gag in the living room.
Yeah. So anyway, nonetheless, happy anniversary, guys.
Thank you.
9 years, and they've never had a fight. In fact, they're still honeymooning. That's how let's do one of the week.
We're changing the subject now.
One of the focuses of this show, we like to have a lot of fun. We like to throw a lot of humor at you. We like to, but the focus of the show is to push back on this attack on men and all of the woke stuff, the cancel culture stuff that's going on in our society today. And this week, our Man of the Week is Stool Presidente, David S. Portnoy from Barstool Sports. Now, I don't know if you have been following this or not, but here's what's happened. All right. The Washington Post started contacting sponsors of one of Dave's inaugural events. Dave decided, he's famous for doing these pizza reviews.
Yeah. One bite.
And
everybody knows the rules.
One bite pizza. Everybody knows the rules. One bite pizza review. And through these pizza reviews during COVID, when everything was shut down and all of these pizza places were hurting and small businesses and everything else, Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports raised $50 million for small businesses.
Yeah.
All right. Which is incredible. All right? It is incredible. And so you ask yourself, why would anyone want to take a guy like Dave Portnoy down? Well, he's conservative, and he has been accused of toxic masculinity. Yes, all right? Which is something we around here don't take lightly. I mean,
We're
everything.
Not the View.
Yeah, really. So he did this thing this past weekend, the One Bite Pizza Festival. Essentially, he invited all of the places that he thought were awesome, gave really high scores to New York to do this festival. And they all set up and they made pizza. And it was a crappy day. I mean, it was pouring cats and dogs all day in New York City on I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was. Saturday. 5,000 people showed up in the rain to go to this One Bite Pizza Festival. But here's what happened. A couple of nights before the festival, this reporter at the Washington Post starts contacting the pizza places that are involved. And she's trying to get quotes out of them. So she says, are you sure you really want to be associated with, a guy like Dave Portnoy? Right? You really should pull out. She starts calling and getting a hold of all of the pizza places. So the pizza places who love Dave because he's raised $50 million for them, get a hold of him. And they're like, hey, these two people from the Washington Post keep harassing us, calling us, telling us, what's the deal? Well, Dave's no stranger to the media and how really unfair and evil they are. And so he got ahead of it. He calls the reporter, says, what the heck's going on? And, she's like, well, you're like a misogynistic guy and you toxic masculinity, all this other stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I was just really trying to get some quotes out of them. And he's like, I'll do a one-on-one with you. What do you want to know? Right. So the reporter says, okay, tomorrow at 10 a.m., let's do the one-on-one. Well, realizing that, she wasn't going to be able to get out of this. She was lying to Dave's clients, right? To get a story, to smear him, basically.
Yeah. That's media's for.
The next day, she calls him and says, I can't do the interview at 10, but I can do it this afternoon at 5. Well, Dave knows that doesn't allow time for anything to happen for press, right? Any changes to happen to the story for press. Mm-hmm. And so he just goes wacko on all of his social media platforms, goes on television and everything else and blows the lid off the whole thing. And that's how you beat wokeness. Okay. That's how you get rid of all of this stuff. You get ahead of it. And that's really what he did. And he's known for getting ahead of online controversy. His strategy, he says, don't give up the ship. All right.
No, he's always been right to the point. Some of the stuff he says, you're like, really? Come on, man. But
he's a sports guy, dude. He's going to have hot takes. You know what I mean?
God,
like here's the deal. Today
I met him.
There's
a picture of me and him right there. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Today he released the top 5 NFL teams. It's the first time in the new season that New England isn't in his top 5. Yeah, he's a Boston boy. He's a Boston guy. All right. So New England's always going to be in his top 5. But he put the Eagles number 1. And people were flipping out. The Finns put up 70. More on that later. All right. But, while on the phone with Portnoy, Hale admitted to sending negative emails to sponsors of his festival in an attempt to get sponsors to engage, claiming this is a common report tactic. So you lie to people to get them engaged with you so that you can tell a fictitious story and slander somebody. That's what the media does. And if they can do it to Dave Portnoy, imagine what they do to other people. Just something to think about.
That's their game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if it's not in the favor of the general public, well, not general public, of some of the public, it's their game. I mean, It's unfortunate. It sucks.
And here's the deal. Dave says the thing about the hit piece is what they try to do, whether it's those or the Washington Post, if you can just get one sponsor to drop, one pizza place to back out, and none of them did, he says, I owe them a huge thank you. That becomes a story in itself. And then they spin that into, pizza places are exiting Dave Portnoy. I mean, it's ridiculous. So bravo to Dave Portnoy for standing up to the media this week.
Yeah.
And for winning. Yeah. So very successful event. And actually, the whole controversy probably brought more people. The Washington Post doesn't want to hear this, but it probably brought more people to the pizza festival.
There's over like 5,000 people there in the pouring rain.
In the pouring rain. Look at that picture. I mean, it is soaking rain, and they're still there to see him. So very, very good. Our man of the week this week, Barstool Sports founder. And by the way, this is a guy who created Barstool Sports from nothing. Okay. Yeah. Sold it for like $180 million to another company. That company was going to try and align Barstool Sports with online betting, and they couldn't make it happen because of the government in Massachusetts and how corrupt it is. They sold Barstool Sports back to Dave Portnoy for $1.
Ironically, a genius. He is a genius. I mean, we all wish we could do something like that. Build something, sell it, buy it back for nothing.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Man of the week this week, Dave Portnoy, Stool Presidente of Barstool Sports on the Alpha Men podcast. This week's signs of the coming. Go ahead, say it, John.
You're a dink. Poppy Blakes. I can't say it still. I give up.
This week's signs of the coming apocalypse, because we're all doomed. 2 bears on an Alaskan military base.
Yep.
You see them there?
Barely.
They're having a little snack. They raided a Krispy Kreme donut van. Stopped outside a convenience store during its delivery route. The driver usually leaves his doors open when he stops at the store, but this time a sow and one of her cubs loitered nearby, sauntered inside where they stayed for probably 20 minutes. Shelley Dino, the store manager for Joint Base Elmendor Richardson, said the bears chomped on donut holes and other pastries, ignoring the banging on the side of the van that was aimed at shooting them away. When the bears couldn't be roused, base security was called, sounded sirens. They tried to do that. They set the sirens off to scare the bears away. Apparently, the pull of a Krispy Kreme donut, pretty strong. The bears eventually came out and wandered in front of the convenience store and gas station a bit before heading into the woods.
You find a lot of animal getting drunk or stealing stuff or donuts.
Well, eventually they're going to take over. We all know it.
Eventually.
If customers at MGM's Las Vegas hotels need to de-stress after the major cyber attack last week, you heard about this. Check-ins, slot machines, parking lots.
Massive.
Everything grounded to a halt. Larry Flynt's Hustler Club in Las Vegas has a way for you to de-stress. He's been inviting frustrating tourists to seek refuge at the Hustler Club. The club has been offering these weary travelers special perks, including free airport pickup, luggage storage, complimentary $1,200 VIP membership, and drumroll please, free lap dances.
I'll be in Vegas in 3 weeks. We drive right past this place, actually.
The club said guests, all they have to do is show their IDs proving they're at least 21 years of age and proof of a valid MGM hotel reservation. The offer good for the next couple of weeks.
Glad road trip.
Yeah, Glad 88 says road trip.
I fly.
Next, we take you to the UK. This from the Sun. They have some shocking photos, shocking footage And they captured the moment a couple were caught joining the Mile High Club on a packed EasyJet flight, leaving passengers in hysterics. Shocked passengers sat open-mouthed after the cabin crew busted the pair, romping in a cramped airline toilet.
Ow. Oh, my God.
Well, I know for you, there is no way.
I was flying to Vegas one time. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was like 3 years ago. I had to poop.
Right.
I walked. It were like 2.5 hours in a 4-hour flight, and I had to go.
It was like Tommy Boy.
So I walked in that bathroom, went in sideways, got into there, and I looked. My shoulders are each side of the wall, and I'm like, how am I going to wipe? I talked myself out of going to the bathroom for 2.5 hours. It was a trip. I sat in my chair very uncomfortable because I was scared I wasn't going to be able to wipe my butt. And I was going to turn to Tommy Boy and fall out the damn door.
That guy in a little coat. One passenger caught the moment on camera that a steward nervously opened the toilet door and, witnessed them doing the deed. Cheers erupted at the rear of the plane when the frisky pair were seen getting, it on at 30,000 feet. You see the photo there. They're doing the walk of shame.
She doesn't look very shamed.
No, she looks pretty happy about the whole deal. And there's a word for that. I won't. There's a word for being happy about getting caught doing that. You're
spontaneously cool.
Starts with a W, has an H and an O and an R and an E in it. But anyway, nonetheless, the frisky couple showed no signs of embarrassment, with the man smirking and closing the cabin door, and he just went on with it. EasyJet confirmed the incident happened on a flight from Luton to Ibiza on September 8th. It's unconfirmed if any arrests were made.
I bet I'll get arrested for that.
Next sign of the coming apocalypse this week. Look out below. Footage of a lifeless humpback whale circulating again, shocking the internet as it happens to certain marine life as they pass. The moment that makes the video so ghastly is...
This is my picture.
I don't think that's the right thing.
Well, that's the only thing I got left.
All right. Well, that's all right. Anyway.
That's not a whale.
There's a big video online of a whale exploding. It's disgusting.
You never got that.
Yeah. Anyway. Last thing, they were having a rough day. A group of people who identify as dogs got together this past weekend in Berlin, Germany. Around 1,000 puppy people gathered at the Potsdamer Platz railroad station and communicated solely by barking and howling at each other. Many participants showed up shirtless in plastic doggy masks that either fully or partially covered their faces. Meanwhile, a handful of others opted for a bit more of a commitment to their canine characters, sporting dog collars and leashes.
Did they get a treat for leaving? I'm ignoring the whole dog leash thing. This is a family-friendly show.
We're doomed. You look at a story like that, we're doomed. All right, that's what this week's Signs of the Coming Apocalypse.
You find the show. You find these
all about
stories.
Well, I know. I mean, somebody's...
Whatever you're reading. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, Vader. Hold on. It looks like a rough crowd.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But the stories you find, man.
I hope they're all potty trained.
You must be on the same stuff as Biden watches for news.
Yeah, I don't know. That's this week's Signs of the Coming Apocalypse on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Tales from the Old Couch.
You know, just on the other side of this camera in this podcast studio in the house here, there's an old couch. It used to be in our living room. My wife wanted me to send it to the curb, and I just couldn't. Old couch has been with us a long time, and I like to come up here sit on it and think. A lot of my big decisions in life were made on that couch. Some of my kids too, but you know, this week I'm thinking about saying goodbye to summer. Summer is often ditched on Labor Day weekend, but it wasn't officially fall until this past Saturday. And the Michaels family sent the summer of 23 off in a big way. Cruised to the Bahamas and a couple of days in Orlando at Universal Studios. And one of those days, my middle daughter got engaged to her boyfriend, who popped the question right below the Jurassic Park gate inside Islands of Adventure at Universal. And she said yes, and people cheered. Both Michelle, my wife, and I are happy and kind of scared at the same time. It's a tough thing for a dad to let your daughter go. It's even tougher for a mom, or so I've been told. Because it's so much harder today to make it than it was when we did it, and that was hard. Having said that, the trip was fantastic. It was paradise. It made me question why I still live in Vermont.
Come on down.
Having lived in Gainesville, Florida for a couple of years during my radio career, I remembered that in the South, life seems simpler, a little bit slower, and something about an absolute paradise with palm trees and no need to ever own a snow shovel or studded tires really got me thinking.
They still sell snow shovels.
I know, but you really don't need one. You're in North Carolina, though.
They still sell them.
I know.
An inch of snow, they sell them.
Yeah.
I laugh.
With one girl in my family, my oldest already on her own, with 2 kids of her own, and the other 2 girls in the zone of leaving the nest. I don't know. A return to Florida might be what my soul needs, maybe. Still, the vacation was an incredible way to end the summer. But the end of the summer is always fondly remembered, right? When I was a kid, we'd hold on to every last minute of it. And you think about all the stress and bull crap that comes with adulting. Take yourself back to your childhood and the last 7 minutes of summer. In my little hometown of Turbotville, Pennsylvania, the last day of summer was glorious. Skateboards and basketballs, wicked sweet bike jumps, kick the can, swim in the pool in the backyard.
Kick the can, yeah.
It would all be over soon. School tomorrow. And my mom and dad would yell out, "Time to come in," and I would yell back, "We still have 7 minutes." We were in the moment. Playing in the setting sun, time stood still, and it was a great feeling. And it brought me to this. It's kind of how I felt on most of my last big family vacation with my girls. It's a vacation I needed, a vacation I'll treasure forever. And imagine if we treasured every moment like it was the last 7 minutes of summer. And that's Tales from the Old Couch tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
You can't leave me like that. That was emotional. That was good. I'm thinking about my kids.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
Damn. That was harsh.
John's manly meme of the week.
We go from that to this.
That's fantastic.
How long before this happens? From the manwich to gender-neutral meat sauce. It's probably going to happen. I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Come back to
That is perfect. That is perfect. And it shows you how stupid our lives have become.
Yeah.
You know, like I saw one this week that was a pizza box, and it said, "Please open box before eating pizza."
It's a little chewy.
Really?
The flavor's really in the cardboard.
I say leave the warnings off the boxes.
Oh, it's sorted itself out. Yeah.
Yeah, really. That's all there is to it. That's a great meme.
Yeah.
John's manly meme of the week this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
For the verdict, this is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels presiding.
I need one of those wigs.
You said that last time we were here.
I know. I need one. That's some
one.
great Photoshop stuff right there. That's good stuff. Listen, if you have a problem you can't solve. Sorry?
Just grow a mullet.
Yeah, right. All
right,
if you have a problem you can't solve and you need the help of the Freak Jury and Man Court, tell us about it. Send your Man Court submissions online, alphamenpodcast.com, or you can do it on one of our 4,000 social media network sites. Okay. I don't know. We have Instagram now, right?
We have Instagram. We have them all, pretty much.
Instagram, TikTok,
Twitch, YouTube,
Facebook Live, Facebook, Rumble. I don't know. It's just search Alpha Men Podcast. You'll find it.
Yeah.
And you can drop us a line. Or just go to the website, alphamenpodcast.com. Tonight, it's the case of the bad bro advice. Docket number 230926. Our plaintiff is a 16-year-old young man. Okay? Austin from Hagerstown, Maryland. He writes, "What's up, guys? I have been watching the Alpha Men podcast on Twitch. My name is Austin, and I love streaming you every Tuesday night. I know you guys give out good advice to viewers on Man Court, so I thought I'd give it a try." All right. Well, there you go. That's what it's for. We're here for you.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, we're here for you. He writes, I go to a really big high school, and it's impossible to know everyone. Sometimes you meet someone for the first time. 2 weeks ago, I met a girl after school. All right. While I was coming off the field from football practice. Oh, dude, Austin's a stud. All right.
Just don't play for Eagles.
She was meeting up with a mutual cheerleader friend. I was instantly blown away by how pretty she is and wanted to ask her for a number, but I froze. Does happen, right?
Yeah.
It happens.
We get shell-shocked.
Yeah. So when I told one of my buddies in the locker room, he told me he knew the girl and told me the best thing for me to do, oh boy, here we go, is to find out her schedule and just be around her without asking her out. He said to kind of ignore her and make her think that I'm not interested. He said this will make her interested in why I'm not interested, and then she will tell our mutual cheerleader friend she likes me and that I should ask her out.
It's playing like he's fishing.
So is this a good plan, or is this just ridiculous? Should I just find her and ask her for a number? Any help you can give me, I appreciate. Austin from Hagerstown, Maryland. All right. So
it depends on the girl, in my opinion.
Well, no, it does not depend on the girl. It does not depend on the girl.
What if she is like the shy type?
Okay, I don't care. I don't care if she's shy type. Be a man.
Yeah,
all right.
I get it.
All right.
I mean, it's not my approach.
If you, yes, we have Twitch. See, lad. Thanks for. How long you been watching us?
He's just picking on you. I think he's commenting from Twitch. Let me see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
He must be. All right. So anyway, if you have advice for Austin, you can chime in the Freak Jury. You just make a comment, and does it show up on the screen? Is that still there or no? Is that not there? We take that away, or we still got that?
What? The chat? No, I took chat down.
All right. If you comment, we'll read your comment. Okay.
Yeah.
But all right. So we got a 16-year-old boy. He's got this girl. He's warm for her form, right? Okay. And he went to ask her out, and he froze. And his buddy, who is a moron, Austin, your buddy's a moron, okay, says you should kind of stalk her and hang out around her, but not really show any interest. And then, she will wonder why you're not interested, and then tell her friends that she should tell us that she's interested. That's all BS, okay?
Yeah.
Be a man. Okay. Ask for her number, right? The reason your buddy doesn't ask for the number is because he is a wuss. All right?
I agree.
Right?
I agree
He's a
with the approach.
wuss. All right? Girls scare him. And why would you play all of those games just to get a girl's number? Man up. Okay.
If she says no. There's plenty more fish.
That's
to
right.
catch.
Life is about disappointment sometimes. Okay. And rejection. Right. Shut up. Anyway. So here's the thing. Okay. You're going to wait until she comes around and asks you and all this other stuff. You know what happens to guys who wait? Other studs on the football team actually ask the girl for her number, and you get what? You get bupkis. Nothing. Nada. You're out. Okay?
You get the sock in you.
All right? Man up. Ask the girl for her number. And the first time you ask a girl for her number, dude, it's hard. I get it. But it makes the second time easier, and the third time, and the fourth time. It gets easier. It gets easier.
You'll get plenty of numbers, especially at 16.
And a football stud. Just say.
See what Clyde wrote.
Sounds like Buddy could be interested, too, in keeping you away from her. Very good point. Very, very good point. Yeah. Listen, Austin.
Scott says, get it.
Get it. That's right. Scott, great comment. Go get it. If it's what you want, you got to go after it. Be sitting around on your ass waiting for somebody else to do all the work or something to be maybe happening because people are talking about why you're not interested. Just go get it. All right? That's what an alpha man would do. Alpha man would do. Right? That's what we do.
I agree.
That is the verdict tonight on Man Court.
There's nothing more manly than motorsports. These are John's red flag moments.
Oh, yeah. That's us talking first. I forgot to sequence events. Last 2 weeks, there wasn't much going on in racing. We had the playoff change. Then we had Texas this week. But we had a pretty hard hit in the Texas race that I could hear upstairs in the tower.
Wow.
Yeah. It wasn't like Ryan Preece's Daytona wreck but yeah, this one's a pretty good one.
Just take a look.
Yeah, down the front straightaway, he just comes across the nose of the 39 car.
This is Brennan Poole.
Now
He almost went airborne.
Just does not slow down in the grass the way it does on the asphalt. And unfortunately, it turns.
We heard that impact upstairs.
Head on to the wall, but thank goodness.
Yeah.
Dude,
anytime a car hits head on like that, it's scary.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
he hit that probably right about 130, 140 miles an hour. It didn't lift at all. That's where by the loop, because his loops right. He passes the start-finish loop right here on pit road, right there.
Wow.
His car was still moving about 80 miles an hour. This isn't slow-mo, but yeah. So I mean, he's okay. He got out. He's okay. It's not as exciting as our normal ones, but it was a pretty impressive hit. And then what else happened? Oh, Kyle Busch drove backwards from turn 2 all the way to pit road, like Days of Thunder.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, drove backwards. Miro drove the whole thing.
Yeah, anytime I see a car hit front end square or like the front quarter on an angle, it makes me nervous.
Oh,
Just makes me nervous.
Well, remember Ryan Blaney's a few weeks ago in Daytona. Same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That is John's red flag moment tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
It's ghost time.
I need hazard pay to keep doing this.
You just got to stop picking shitty movies. I swear.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, how do you feel about chick flicks? Because that's the whole purpose of it.
I mean, truthfully, I didn't mind this one. I guess it's because it's iconic.
What it was. I'm telling you what.
It's better than Titanic.
Let me ask you
Twilight
this:
Zone.
is Days of Thunder a chick flick?
Yes. No. I try to say a straight face.
Well, there's a love story, right?
There is. Wait, there is a love story.
There's
That's
a love
movie next
story.
week. I don't need to watch it. I could cite the whole movie by heart right here.
Yeah.
I've watched it so many times. It's sad.
I want you to go out there and hit the pace car. Hit
What
the
for?
pace car? What for?
You
You
hear
see
it,
every
goddamn
other
thing out
damn thing. I want you to be perfect.
there. Yep. Very
See,
true.
now that's probably, if that is, I mean, you get to the whole controversy of like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Okay.
It is.
And if we can call Die Hard a Christmas movie, I think we can call Days of Thunder a chick flick. I would be that would be like the only chick flick I would enjoy. That
You've never
never
seen
seen
Ghost?
Crystal Shaver. Crystal,
Wow.
you've never seen Ghost, or you've never seen Days of Thunder?
Excuse me.
Because if you've never seen Days of Thunder, that is a crime, Crystal. Just saying. All right, this week we reviewed the 1990 movie Ghost. Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze, Demi Moore, Tony Goldwyn, and Whoopi Goldberg. And here's the deal. This movie does not age well. Okay. So if you've never seen it before, Sam Wheat, played by Patrick Swayze, is a banker. Molly Jensen, played by Demi Moore, is an artist. And they're madly in love. Yeah, whatever. However, when Sam is murdered by a friend and corrupt business partner, Carl Bruner, played by Tony Goldwyn, over a shady business deal, he's left to roam the earth as a powerless spirit. He becomes a ghost. And he learns of Carl's betrayal. Sam must seek the help of a psychic named Oda Mae Brown, that psychic played by Whoopi Goldberg, to set things right and protect Molly from Carl, his former business partner, and Carl's goons. All right.
Yep.
Now, 33 years ago, I think everyone thought this was a cute movie. And I watched it during a bout of insomnia, and wow, is it bad. All right. I think if you were to sum up what happened to Patrick Swayze's career in one word, it would be Ghost. Okay.
He died.
The acting is laughable. I can't get past the ridiculous script. The little black ghostly dudes that come get the bad guys have to be one of the worst decisions an special effects crew has ever made in a movie.
It was 1990.
Dude, it was bad for 1990.
Wait, hold on. Let's back up here. You're saying Patrick Swayze is a bad actor?
I'm saying there is zero chemistry between Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore in this movie.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying the script is awful. I'm saying Patrick Swayze made a crap ton of money and didn't really put anything into this movie. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I like some of his movies.
Okay. I thought you said like Roadhouse. Come on.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
so there's
chick
two
flick.
chick flicks I like. If Roadhouse is considered a
It's a love story.
chick flick. And maybe I'm a heartless soul. But I hated the combination of the sickly slush and glamour that is Ghost. I mean, really, I'm like halfway through it going, I would rather watch paint dry than this movie. And the problem with describing what's wrong with the movie is, where do you start? Wooden acting, over sentimentalist script, complete lack of any sense of dramatic realism, and poor direction, and the plot goes nowhere. Ghost is a holdover from the atrocious movie making of the 1980s Hollywood, which would not take a chance on a serious film after a high budget Heaven's Gate flopped in the early 80s. And look, I mean, it's bad acting, bad writing, terrible special effects. It's a sappy piece of trash that was popular with people who see one or two films a year. Whoopi Goldberg overacts horribly in this movie, and the whole premise is ridiculous from the get-go. Without a doubt, it is this thing was an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
It is the worst Oscar-winning performance ever. And, well, we have some clips from the film. Go ahead, roll it.
Whenever anything good in my life happens, I'm just afraid I'm gonna lose it.
Somebody help us!
Shot, huh? That'll do it every time.
I'd give anything if I could just touch you once more.
Says he wishes he was alive again so he could touch you. Me too.
I love you, Molly. I've always loved you.
Oh, sorry.
I want to jerk the wheel into a bridge abutment. Okay. I saw this film when it came out. And everyone I knew thought it was great. But this film made it to the top 20 of American Film Institute's 100 Great Love Stories. It's really a sad commentary on our culture. I can't think of another movie that's more stupid than this one. Well, maybe Geely. All right, but
Twilight.
I don't know. I think I'd rather watch Twilight than this.
Ugh.
Okay. I think the only positive thing this movie has is the soundtrack. Okay. The soundtrack isn't bad. The Righteous Brothers tune, which you just heard, Unchained Melody, hits the mark. And the short but impactful visit from Mr. Vargas from that great cinematic triumph known as Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Vincent Schiavelli is briefly in this movie as the subway ghost. And but everybody talks about the scene with the clay and you see it in the picture there. By the way, if you watch the movie, they're up to their asses and elbows in clay, right?
Yeah.
And then the very next scene, they stand up and they're completely clean.
Well, that's self-cleaning clay.
Continuity. But listen, it's not a good movie. Okay, so here's the deal. We rate movies on the adult beverage movie rating scale with the best possible film earning. I mean, if it's the greatest film ever we've ever seen, it gets a 30-pack of PBR. All right, this movie sucks. It doesn't come anywhere even close to that universe. We tonight are going to give it a 6er of Natty Light. Its special effects are cheap. The story and acting are cheap as well. And the only reason it's getting a 6-pack is Mr. Vargas is in it and the soundtrack.
And Patrick Swayze. And
yeah,
Demi
but
Moore.
it's not a great Patrick. He's not good in this movie. He's
No,
a
he's
good
still-
actor.
he's
Here's the deal.
iconic.
He's a good actor, but he's not good in this movie. And Demi Moore is a good actress. She's not good in this movie. It's like they took this gig to cash some checks. All right,
Yeah.
it's just nothing to it.
We should.
But everybody thinks it's the greatest love story of all time, and it's not.
We should watch G.I. Jane. That's a chick flick.
Is it?
It's a girl.
Yeah. Okay. That's Chick Flicks Are Dumb tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men Podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
The segments are brought to you by Ohana Sports Cards.
Ohana Sports Cards.
Ohana.
Red Foreman Awards.
There you go.
There you go. First award of the night. We hand out the Red Foreman Awards, by the way, to the biggest dolts, morons, and idiots on the planet this week. And first one tonight goes to Charles Doty of Knoxville, Tennessee.
You forgot again.
What?
You'll have a classic case of foot stuck in ass.
Oh, there you go.
Bo's ready for you.
Charles Doty of Knoxville, Tennessee gets our first award tonight. He has pleaded guilty to pointing an AK-47 rifle at a Little Caesars employee because his $6 pepperoni pizza was taking too long to cook.
Dumbass.
Wow.
The 64-year-old was charged with multiple felony counts, scheduled to be sentenced on September 29th after pleading guilty to 4 aggravated assault counts. As a result of Doty's blind plea, the length and manner of service of the sentence will be solely determined by a criminal court judge, according to the prosecution spokesperson. Police say Doty became incensed after being told his pizza would take 10 minutes to prepare, not 5. He demanded a free order of Little Caesar's Crazy Bread before briefly leaving the restaurant, which is about 5 miles from his residence. When he returned, he was carrying an AK-47, which he pointed at a female worker. Probably should have given him the Crazy Bread.
Yeah, it'd been cheaper than an AK-47 round.
Just saying. The staffer called 911, and he was arrested. Next, we don't have a name, but an award this week goes out to the man detained after traveling through the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport.
I was just there.
Yeah, people got an eyeful this week after a stark naked man wandered through Terminal C. Is that Joe?
That was Terminal C.
Is that you?
He has gray hair. Yeah. And it better be bigger.
Yeah. Anyway, they captured him on video during his late night stroll, even when he shouted words of encouragement while walking naked through the airport. Apparently, he was naked for Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
It's unclear if the man was charged with anything. Officials say they arrested him and took him into custody for a mental health evaluation.
You'll have a classic case of foot stuck in ass.
I am all for Jesus, but naked for Jesus? People are going to talk. Just saying.
They'll give him a little prayer.
Not finally, but our next award goes to Rob Mercer. Now, Rob Mercer is a professional poker player, and desperate people sometimes do desperate things, but it takes a special kind of scumbag to fake a terminal illness and then use that money for a spot at the World Series of Poker. That's what Rob Mercer has admitted, that he created a GoFundMe to raise money for the World Series of Poker by telling people he had stage 4 colon cancer. That was all a lie. Mercer now owns up to the fact that he was wrong and he shouldn't have done it, but he not only raised enough for the $10,000 buy-in to the World Series of Poker with his BS Cancer crowdfunding scheme, he also took in single donations of $30,000 and $50,000, a suite at the Bellagio, and even $2,500 from a fellow poker player who's currently suffering from a chronic illness. He claims to feel bad about his lie. He doesn't feel bad enough to return the money, however, because he believes he has undiagnosed...
You dumbass!
Because he believes he has undiagnosed breast cancer.
No. I think Clyde made it perfect right there. Perfect statement.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, colon cancer is close as he is an asshole for doing so. You're right. That is correct.
It's just not right.
All righty, our next award. A tourist is steaming over getting duped by a hotel in New York. Now, the tourist is not getting the award. The hotel is. Okay? This is a picture of the hotel. Amber Shelby, who lives in Texas, blasted the booking on TikTok, showing viewers how the hotel catfished her into thinking she was going to get a view of Manhattan skyline with her room. However, when she got there with her family and got to their room at the Fairfield Inn and Suites, Staten Island, she was shocked to find out that the breathtaking view was nothing more than a picture taped to the window.
Oh.
Dumbass.
I spend a lot of time in hotel rooms. I get there, I look where I'm at, I close my window, whatever.
She was shocked to find out that the breathtaking image also had the Twin Towers in it. The World Trade Center.
Well, let me update their photography.
Blaming her husband for falling for a scheme, Selby gracefully noted no complaints about the hotel, but as far as the location concerned, just too far for my liking from the city. Meanwhile, it seems the hotel covered its butt by noting that the images on the website may not fully represent the room. features that you booked.
Yeah, or the weather change. If you look out the window, same weather every day. It's never dark out.
Our last...
There's two more.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Okay, there is. You're right. Serial flasher nabbed in Oregon. I don't know. There's a lot of naked people tonight. Talk about having an unfortunate pastime. Man in Oregon, there you see him, arrested after neighbors called the police to report he was standing on a bench in his backyard, stark naked from the waist down, while peering into the neighbors' backyards. After denying the incident, neighbors showed cops surveillance footage of... Okay. Please try not to Beavis and Butthead this, okay? All right? Michael Gordon Dick
He said
peeped
dick.
into yards while taking matters into his own hands.
Oh.
Dick, who already had a long rap sheet for public indecency, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of federal public indecency, sentenced to 90 months in prison.
Dumbass. You dumbass!
And finally, our last award goes to Barton Tabando, 53. Barton was trying to flee cops. He's a carjacking suspect in Massachusetts. He was popped on Monday of last week after losing control of his vehicle while fleeing from police and crashing directly into the police station.
Oh. Damn. I mean,
Dumbass.
That's hard. I mean, that's just walking in, but like, here. Oh, that's tough.
The vehicle he was driving hit and uprooted 4 granite barriers in front of the Manchester Police Department in Massachusetts. No injuries reported from the crash, but Tabando was arrested on 8 charges, including receiving stolen property, reckless conduct with a deadly weapon, conduct after an accident, and a whole bunch of other crap. But he is a great big
dumbass.
Was almost ready for that.
And that's the Red Foreman Awards tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Crashing the police station. Woo. Slaughter.
70.
Not the record.
70.
Not a record.
The Miami Dolphins this past weekend, who, let's be honest, they always start hot. They do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And injuries take over and they, whatever. Miami Dolphins, 70-20. They put a whooping on the Denver Broncos. That is more rare than a solar eclipse. All right. When was the last time an NFL team scored or gave up 70 points? Do you know?
It's got to be pre-Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, you got to go back 57 years. 1966. The Washington Redskins blasted the New York Football Giants 72-41. But at least the G-Men scored a few of their own on that November afternoon.
Yeah, they saved face a little bit. What's the record like? So, yeah, if they would have kicked a field goal, the Dolphins, they would have took the record.
But 70-20. Sean Payton, your Broncos are not a playoff team. They are not. Okay?
Hell no.
All right? Unless your team can rally and run the table from an 0-3 start, you need to change your preseason expectations. I'm just telling you.
Russell Wilson. That man changed right after that. He passed that ball in the Super Bowl.
So here's the deal on it. 70-20 made it the second highest scoring offensive performance in NFL history.
Yeah.
And that's only because Coach Mike McDaniel opted to call off the Dogs rather than score and run up the score more. Okay. 3rd round pick, Devon Achane, 233 yards and 4 TDs.
Damn.
Running back Raheem Mostert, 142 yards and 4 more touchdowns. The Dolphins offense, this is crazy, put up 726 yards.
Wow.
726 yards. They are the first team to score 70 points with 700 yards of offense.
That's impressive.
They are just the second team to ever record 300 yards rushing and 300 yards passing in the same game. And, look, we're into week 3.
4 now.
Miami, in 3 weeks, has put up 130 points.
Damn.
Second only. Oh, this is going to kill me to say.
Who?
Second only to the 1968 Dallas Cowgirls, who put up 132 in their first 3 contests. All right.
We them boys.
Wow. Are you? Are you still them boys?
Yeah,
after this weekend?
We got punch in the face, but hey, I ain't too worried.
Really?
We have time for that later.
Oh, okay.
Story number 2.
70 to 20 is pretty freaking unreal. Sauce Gardner says his post-whistle shove of Mac Jones of the New England Patriots on Sunday is because Mac Jones bag-tagged him. He says he shoved him because it was a response to a below-the-belt smack from the Patriots quarterback. The altercation in question came after the fourth quarter QB sneak in New England's 15-10 victory over the Jets at MetLife Stadium. Gardner sounded bemused as he discussed it with reporters. He said, it's probably the first time it's ever happened to me. You didn't go to high school? Really? Anyway, Gardner said his stomach was hurting a little bit after the alleged low blow. And he says, I don't even know what to say. I got to ice up.
Hit him in the sauce nuggets.
He hit him in the sauce nuggets. Yeah. Jones has angered multiple Jets defenders on the play. His attempts to drive for additional yards prompted linebacker C.J. Mosley to body slam him. Gardner then shoved Jones to the ground after he got to his feet, asked whether he believed he did anything wrong on the play. Jones said, no. But Jones says he's been labeled as a dirty player in the past.
With the Patriots.
Opponents criticizing him for his ankle twist against Carolina in 2021 and his spiked up slides against Chicago last season. Gardner's accusations won't help QB's reputation. Mac Jones going around bag tagging people. Do we need this really? Speaking of dirty players, Minkah Fitzpatrick speaking out on the Nick Chubb hit.
Yeah,
I'm not a dirty player. The hit that ended Chubb's season, Fitzpatrick says he's spoken directly to Chubb and told him point blank it wasn't intentional, and there was no ill will behind the play. You've seen the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
He owns being a competitor, says being chippy and edgy, but he's not a dirty player. He has no interest in defending his character. As far as Chubb, Fitzpatrick says he loves competing against him, and the two of them bring out the best in each other. Oh, come on. Look, why don't you just get together with Kelsey and Swift, all right? Jeez Louise. Hey, by the way, anybody know who Travis Kelce's dating? Just wondering.
No.
Holy
Lady
crap.
Gaga?
Have you ever seen anything take over the internet like that story?
Oh, yeah. You when the freaking Eagles win.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Or my Cowboys lose. Yes,
you're right about that, too. Don't like us and we don't care. Anyway. Man, that Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing, it's everywhere. You can't get away from it. It's disgusting. It's just like, dude, I don't care. You know what I care? You know the Kelce-Swift combo that I care about? They both play for the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? That's the only Kelce-Swift combo I care about. Just saying. Bill Belichick, though, saying, Travis Kelce's made some great catches in his life. This would be the biggest. Shut up, Bill. Yeah, right. Crystal saying, I never heard something so much. It's everywhere. It is. You can't get away from it. It's on the news, it's in the paper, you open the website, there it is. Facebook page, all over the place, Instagram, Twitter. It's crazy. It's stupid.
It's It did drive up. I saw today. It did drive up Kelsey's jersey sales.
Oh, I'm sure it has. By the way, Taylor Swift, who I wouldn't go see if she was performing in my bathroom, okay, in the house, has always claimed that she's a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. Bandwagon. Now she's a Chiefs fan, whatever. I don't care.
She picked a better Kelsey.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, shut up, man. Really?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what the other Kelsey brother, what he means to Philadelphia? The Mummers Parade and the whole get up and the whole day. Dude,
he's awesome.
He's an
awesome,
icon.
dude.
He is an icon.
But his brother,
he will never buy a beer in the city of Philadelphia for the rest of his life, ever.
His brother is just on paper is a better player, but in different positions. I get it.
I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't say he's a better player.
He could beat him up though. your Kelsey could beat up his brother easily.
All right. Well, let's get to Deion Sanders.
Mr. Sanders, prime time.
Another story that is everywhere and won't go away, even though he got his butt kicked this weekend. No stranger to hype. And these days he's getting a ton of it. He got punched in the mouth this weekend. He says it's all on him. And he says, he's coming back with a vengeance. We'll see. But the noise that he's been making, some insiders at the NFL, executives at the NFL say, they're going to be coming for him. 10 high-ranking decision makers in the NFL were asked. 7 of them predicted that Sanders would be receiving an off-season interview request for a head coaching position in the NFL. So he may only be in Colorado for a year. Just saying.
He's made I was reading the comments here.
Yeah.
Back to the Swift. Vader mentioned, remember when Romo and Jessica Simpson were together?
Yeah.
Same hype.
Yeah. She ended his career too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Romo
best, by the way, the best Monday Night Football last night. I love when Tony Romo has to do a Philadelphia game. He spends the whole time trying to act impartial and talking about how everybody in Philadelphia hates his guts.
Oh, yeah. Troy Aikman said the same thing. He was walking through Philadelphia, and everywhere he went, he was getting glares.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I meant Troy. You said Tony Romo, and I had Troy Aikman in my head.
I was to say. He was getting glares, and you freaking fans are just the worst. I thought Patriot fans were the worst.
Finally, on Your Team Sucks, kind of a fluff story. Japan's DDT Pro Wrestling organized an event where 2 professional wrestlers brawled on the packed bullet train.
Why?
They sold 75 seats, and they said they sold them out within a half hour.
For 2 oiled up men running up and down an aisle.
The fight pitted Minoru Suzuki against Sanshiro Takagi. It took place at 180 miles per hour on the bullet train between Tokyo and Nagoya on Monday of last week. The fighters exchanged blows and performed daring maneuvers. Really? How are you going to do a daring maneuver? You got about a foot in between the 2 sets of seats, right? Onlookers recorded the rumble, took pictures from their seats. The DDT rented out the entire carriage for the match. By the way, if you're wondering if they got their money's worth, the match lasted 30 minutes.
Oh, my God.
How?
This is Japanese stuff for you.
Suzuki emerged victorious, but it's wrestling, so it was already predetermined anyway. The group has a forum for hosting bouts in unusual places with a bookshop and a campsite as venues for previous fights. That is Your Team Sucks tonight on the Alpha Men podcast. right, John, you know the deal, and you can play along with our home game.
I am 10. I am 10 wrong, 3 right, or 2 right.
2 right, 10 wrong.
Yeah.
Real or fake news? Fake news.
Fake news.
We have 3 headlines. Your job to pick the correct headline, the one that's real. 2 of them are fake. 1 of them is real. Okay? If you think you know, comment in the comment section of the video you're watching. And here we go. Headline number 1. Shaquille O'Neal gearing up for Shaq-a-Roni and cheese to be sold at all NBA concession stands. Shaquille O'Neal gearing up for Shaq-a-Roni and cheese to be sold at all NBA concession stands.
He has done a candy bar. He has done numerous other things. So I believe this.
Story number 2.
Yep.
Woman trapped in outhouse toilet after reaching for dropped Apple Watch. Woman trapped in outhouse toilet after reaching for dropped Apple Watch. That's headline number 2.
I believe it.
Final headline. Maine couple, Gene and Trish Ween, face backlash for naming new baby Halloween.
What the hell? Oh.
Okay. Shaquille O'Neal gearing up for Shaq-a-Roni and cheese to be sold at all NBA concession stands.
Yeah.
Woman trapped in outhouse toilet after reaching for dropped Apple Watch. And Maine couple, Gene and Trish Ween, face backlash for naming new baby Halloween.
All of those believable.
I wonder what the audience thinks. Oh, Crystal thinks they're all real.
Only one's gonna be real, right? Yeah.
Only one is real. Only one is real. 2 are completely made up. 1 is real.
I'm gonna go. Cloud says Apple. See, I feel Apple would feel because that's people would do for an Apple Watch, but also Shaq has done some dumb things, to promote himself.
Because I haven't eaten today, Shaq-a-Roni and cheese sounds pretty good right now.
It does. I'm gonna go with Shaq-a-Roni because it sounds like something Shaq.
I don't want to influence you. I just this is my stomach talking. So
I'm going with Shaq-a-Roni because it sounds like something Shaq would do. It's a good name. Yeah.
All right.
I'll go with it.
Jay Vader says, I'm hoping it's the main one. Crystal says the Shaq one is real. John says the Shaq one is real. The real story. A woman was rescued Tuesday of last week from an outhouse toilet in northern Michigan. After she climbed in to retrieve her Apple Watch and became trapped, the woman, whose name was not released, lowered herself inside. Lowered herself inside the toilet after dropping the watch.
Clearly a lunatic.
After dropping the watch at the Department of Natural Resources boat launch at Dixon Lake in Otsego County's Bagley Township, state police said Wednesday in a release. First responders were called when the woman was heard yelling for help.
You still want some Shaq-a-Roni?
No. The good thing Shaq wasn't doing corn. The toilet was removed and a strap was used to haul the woman out. State police did not say if the woman was injured or if the watch was recovered.
If I drop my wallet in a porta potty,
I drop anything in a porta potty. I don't care. I drop $1 million in a porta potty. I just lost $1 million.
I might dive in for $1 million. Well, yeah, I would.
Certainly not an Apple Watch.
No, hell no. Not even my own wallet with all my personal stuff. I'd let it go. I'd be like, there you go. Oh, I could imagine the smell.
Oh,
did the watch work after?
It doesn't say whether she actually retrieved the watch or not.
Oh, I better hope she.
Here's the deal. Can you imagine
I would dive in for a cowboy ring to shit
You
up
dive in
TJ.
for the watch, and then you don't actually get the watch, and you go through all of that, and you get stuck. And
She pushes down the bottom. Waffle stomps it.
Oh, stop! You're killing me. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Actually,
you see Clad's comment?
I've never referred to John as Smalls before in my life. Anyway, what?
You'd dive in for a cowboy ring. Yeah, if they win the Super Bowl, I would dive in. I would not. Yeah,
It'll never happen. Never happen.
Ugh.
Oh, that's real fake news tonight.
That was a rough one.
I need to drink on the Alpha Men podcast.
It's White Claw.
You know, I'll get to that in a second. It's amazing how stories affect you. My eyes are watering right now just thinking about it.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh, my Lord. All right. So here's the deal. I had planned a different beer for tonight.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. You know I did.
You wanted to celebrate your victory with that.
No, I did not. Okay.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
By the way, just because I didn't mention it during the sports segment, Philadelphia Eagles are 3-0.
So aren't the 49ers and so aren't the Dolphins.
Right. So there's only 3 teams in the NFL right now.
And
they all play each other.
The power rankings by ESPN at 4:50 this afternoon were 49ers 1, Dolphins 2, Eagles 3.
Right. Where are the Cowboys?
6th.
Where are the Cowboys? Yeah.
6th. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports, our man of the week this week. He's got him at 1. Just saying. All right. So here's the deal. I had a stupid day today. I had planned a different beer. And
drink.
You can John. I'm sitting here. We're getting ready for the show, and it dawns on me that I forgot to get my beer for Beers on Tap. So my daughter, who just got engaged, is in this phase because she's newly 21, and she's trying all kinds of different things. I didn't have any beer in the refrigerator downstairs. I know, what a crime, right?
That smells good.
My daughter yesterday bought a 12-pack of. Oh, I can't do it.
Oh, you're drinking the whole thing on this air. And that's why you're an Eagles fan.
Stop it.
Right? No, you are drinking.
No, I'm doing this as a point. Here's the deal. I'm going to drink this drink just to prove that a masculine male can drink a foo-foo drink and it has zero effect. Right?
And I'll drink my Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey Lemonade.
I forgot. It's the only thing we got in the house.
Just cracked the can.
It was 20 minutes to showtime. I can't believe I'm going to do this. All right, so you're drinking what? Jack Daniel's?
Sellers. Can you get that beer up there?
What's that?
It's on the screen.
Catawba? I don't know. I'll have to look. I know I don't sell it.
All right. Yeah, he's up in Vermont, so I'll have to see. And Sellers is the guy who owns Ohana Sports Cards.
See, lad, it is not from my personal stash, all right? It is not. Okay?
Yes, it is. So, cheers to...
So, wait a minute. I got to tell you what it is. What are you drinking? Tennessee Honey? Is that a beer? What is it?
It's lemonade beer. Smooth and balanced. 7%
now, wait a minute.
alcohol.
Is it beer or is it like a malt drink?
It's like a malt drink.
Oh, okay.
It's whiskey with natural flavors. And it's not bad. It's actually really damn good.
Tennessee Honey. Well, I know John's a big Jack Daniels guy.
I'm a Tennessee Squire.
Yeah. He's got like commemorative bottles and I don't know, bottles that he paid like $7,000 for. And
not that much.
Stupid. But anyway. Steven says he's going to send you a 6-pack.
Actually, you know what I'll do, Sellers? Because I'm going to Vermont in November. If you save that, send it to me before I go to Vermont in November. We'll drink it live on the air on November 13th to 14th.
Okay. So you got the Jack Daniels. I can't believe I'm going to do this.
I'm drinking Jack. You're drinking White Claw.
White Claw Surf Citrus Yuzu Smash.
Make sure put your pinky up.
Now here's the deal. I don't even know what yuzu is. Does anybody know what yuzu is? I don't even know what it is.
It's
It says, here's what it says. A sensational collision of our signature lemon, which sucks, combined with exotic yuzu. What the hell is yuzu? For a taste that's unbelievable and uniquely White Claw Surf. 5% available in 12-ounce cans in the White Claw Surf Variety Pack. And Crystal, I know. Sometimes you got to, though, adapt and overcome. 20 minutes to showtime. I forgot my beer. This is what was in the fridge. It's my 21-year-old
So
daughter's.
yuzu, they look pretty good. Yuzu is a plant.
It says yuzu is a very sour and tastes like a mix between a tangy lemon, bitter grapefruit, and sweet orange.
Not be bad. You're still drinking a White Claw,
dude. It's not. It's gonna suck. All right.
We'll leave that right up there for you.
You know, sometimes I don't like you. All right.
So this Tennessee Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey.
Do I have to actually drink it?
Yes, you do. Stop being a bitch.
All right.
Does not taste like whiskey. It has a little hint of it, but it tastes like honey more than anything. And I had to thank Pete for this because I forgot my beer too. And Pete gave me a beer, but he gave me a real drink.
Well, see, I would figure Pete would give you a White Claw.
No, he drinks good stuff. I give him credit. He has some good drinks downstairs.
By the way, White Claw Surf, just because I wanted to know, they have a variety pack. Yeah. You can get this, the Citrus Yuzu Smash. You can also get Tropical Pomelo Smash. What the hell is pomelo? I don't even know.
Really?
A watermelon lime and wild berry acai. I don't know.
Those are big words for you. I understand.
I don't know. Really? Say apocalypse, jerk.
Apocalypse.
See? Big words.
That's a big word. Dude, I'm still struggling with qualifying. I can say it. I cannot type it out. He likes it. Look, I knew he was. Hey.
This is fabulous. It sucks. It sucks.
Ow. I wasn't ready for that.
I hate seltzer. I don't even like seltzer. Why would I like Citrus Yuzu Smash? All right. I mean, it is tart. Actually, it has more flavor than most of the seltzers I've had.
Pronounce applicable.
There you go.
Say that.
That's
applicable.
Good. But say apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
All right. You want me to drink the whole thing or I got to eat raw Spam? No, I'm not eating raw Spam.
Right. Oh, you are? So, Dak has 1 interception. Jalen Hurts has 3. The deal is if Dak gets 10 in a regular season, you're eating Spam.
Oh, that's horrible.
But before we drink all that,
sucks. Look, here's the deal. If you're a man and you're drinking White Claw, I got questions.
I got questions. What man doesn't have whiskey in their house?
I have whiskey in my house.
Well, you should be drinking that instead, you damn sis.
No, because it's beers on tap.
I'm going to do whiskey here and there.
Okay.
I'm a whiskey guy. So hold on. Before we drink all that, we have to save a little drink for somebody who passed away a year ago.
All right, let's do
Even though he'd give you so much crap for drinking a White Claw. But
and I would give me crap for drinking a White Claw. This sucks, by the way. Don't buy it.
Lyle, he was a friend of mine since I was probably, 15 or 16, which happens to be Alan's brother, my another friend of mine, Alan. But he passed away a year ago today. So I threw a little thing together for him. It's about 1 minute, 20 seconds long. They're probably going to copyright us for it, but we'll see. It's pretty small, but it's my tribute to Lyle because he is definitely missed.
when I got the news today, I didn't know what to say, so I just hung up the phone. I took a walk to clear my head. This is where the walk-in led. Can't believe you're really gone. Don't feel like going home, so I'm gonna sit right here on the edge of this pier and watch the sunset disappear. And drink a beer. Funny how the good ones go too soon, but the good Lord knows.
I don't know why his belly came out like that. That's kind of weird. But yeah, Lyle's a good kid. He had some struggles later in life, but two things the guy liked to do, or three things. He was a family man. Always cared about his brothers and sisters. He was a great friend, but he loved fishing. He loved to drink beer. So that was a soothing song for him. Yeah. So he's missed.
We miss you, Lyle.
I'm thinking of you guys in the wild and finding family.
Absolutely.
And now we go to closing remarks.
Parting thoughts tonight. You know, they say beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. New research says that might not be true. Researchers at the Stanford Prevention Research Center looked into beer goggles and if it was really a real thing. 18 pairs of guy friends were shown pictures and videos of men and women and rated their attractiveness. Then they were loaded up with enough vodka and cranberry juice to boost their blood alcohol level to 0.08. And on another occasion, they were given a non-alcoholic beverage. And what they found was the booze had zero effect on how attractive they found people the guys were looking at. So what they're saying essentially is you can't blame the booze anymore.
I have gone to bed with Nicole Kidman and woken up with Merle Haggard.
Well, what they're saying is when you bring home a 2 from the bar for a one-night flight, that's just what you're maybe into. It's nothing to be ashamed of, John. Just own it.
Shit. Oh, man. You set me up for that one. That's good.
I knew he was going to go for it. Oh.
God.
Thanks for watching tonight. That is the Alpha Men Podcast, episode 13. We'll see you next Tuesday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Take care.
Make sure to check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. They have a great collection of cards and great breaks. Thanks, guys.
So long.